Thank you very much. Oh, stop it. Hold your applause. Okay, seriously, that's enough. Okay, so France is officially the French Republic, formed in 1792 during the Age of Enlightenment, before it was just called France. And it's been a country since 481. It touches the Atlantic Ocean and borders the countries Spain, Luxembourg, Italy, Switzerland, and Belgium. The country's total square area is 248,573 miles squared. It's one of the oldest standing nations in the world when King Clovis took it over and called it Francia in 481. It's also the first official ally of the U.S., which they've been friends since 1778. A little background on the geography. The precise location of France is 46.2276 degrees north and 2.2137 degrees east. There are 13 administrative regions in France. Those are on the screen. There are 6 large physical features in France that include the Alps, Mediterranean Sea, Pyrenees Mountains, Atlantic Coast, English Channel, and the Rhine River. France mines natural resources like coal, uranium, bauxite, and iron. 18,580 miles of railroad are installed in France for transportation, and the goods in France are transported by boat, plane, train, and occasionally trucks for private businesses. The economy for France, the GDP is $2.57 trillion, and per capita is $39,673, compared to the U.S., which is $19.36 trillion GDP, and per capita $59,495. They have an 8.9% unemployment rate. The main fields of work include industry, energy, agriculture, tourism, and arms industry. Their main exports include machinery/transportation equipment, chemicals, plastic, iron, steel, and other consumer products. As far as education goes, the adult literacy rate in France is 99% compared to the US, which is 65 to 85%, but it hasn't been accurately measured recently in the US. They have a very organized education system, including primary, secondary, and post-secondary education, just like the US. The total enrollment of students is 15 million people. There are 6.7 million people in primary school, 4.9 million in secondary, 2.3 million in post-secondary. 79% of students attain their secondary diploma, and 27% get post-secondary diplomas. Post-secondary education is mostly paid for by the state, making tuition extremely low. The official name for the French military is the French Armed Forces, which was founded in 1792. Their headquarters are in Paris. The branches in this army are the French Army, French Navy, French Air Force, National Gendarmerie, and National Guard. You have to be 17 and a half years to join, and as of 2014, there are 365,835 active members. They are based on the concepts of national independence, nuclear deterrence, and military self-sufficiency. The official term for the government of France is the Government of the French Republic. It was established in 1958, at least the current version, and it includes having a prime minister as the head of government and a junior and senior minister. All members are nominated by the President of the Republic, and because of the Constitution of France, the government decides the policy for the nation. France based its original constitution in 1789 off of America's constitution, which was also newly founded at that time. If you lived in France as opposed to the US, you'd be 39.73% more likely to be unemployed, have 20% more free time, that's pretty great. You'd make 32.39% less money, not so great. Be 85.67% less likely to be in prison. That could go both ways. Consume 54.31% less oil. Spend 47.27% less money on healthcare. Use 42.67% less electricity. Be 68.42% less likely to be murdered. That's always good. Experience 32% less of a class divide. Be 46.35% less likely to die in infancy. Live 2.1 years longer. It's great. Be 33.33% less likely to have HIV or AIDS. And have 6.93% fewer babies. As far as U.S. to France relations go, 82% of Americans view France favorably, and 64% of French people view the U.S. favorably. So I guess we kind of both like each other. They became official allies February 6th, 1778. They have had relatively peaceful relations ever since, and sometimes they've worked together. They fought during the American Revolution together. They fought both for the Allied side in World War II and World War I, and worked together on many more occasions. So this is the first article I picked. This article talks about how President Emmanuel Macron is working to fix the drug problem in France. It shows that the leaders aren't just sitting up on top and making small talk, but they actually care about their nation's citizens and want the best for their health. For my second current event, I chose this one. In this article, it shows that France and India strengthen their joint commissions to fight climate change. This shows a lot about the country because it means they're willing to give up many of their successful industries to make them more eco-efficient and save our planet in the long run. Some unique eating practices in France are they eat a salad at every meal, they eat a yogurt after every meal, always use a tablecloth, they have a lot more picnics than we do, and they have lots of cheese. And that's always good. A cool recipe I chose for France is called just a baguette. You probably already know what a baguette is. It is just long bread, and what I also use for spreading is brie, which is a soft cheese that's commonly eaten in France. It's just cheese with a little skin on the top, and it's really easy to make, and you just spread the brie on top, and then you just slice off a piece of bread and eat it. France isn't too much different than the U.S. in the big picture. Obviously, the language and special traditions are different, but the two are really very similar when you look at it. The American Constitution is what France based theirs off of, so it makes sense why we have so much in common. My previous country study was on Haiti. Now, there's two very different countries. Haiti lacks a good economy completely and is stricken by poverty, while France thrives in that aspect. France is a European country, while Haiti is a tropic Caribbean country. However, Haiti was originally a French territory, so they do have past ties. Overall, I think France is a great and well-rounded country that isn't too different from the U.S. After all, they did base their original constitution and lifestyle around Americans, so we haven't grown too far apart. They have a great economy, education system, and a strong military to keep them safe. I believe France will continue to thrive, and its bond with the U.S. will remain strong.